All right, wholesome one. This is what I got for you. At the running back position, your buddy Cam Underwood from State of the U, who we're going to be talking to at 7 o'clock Eastern time tonight, is a big Donald Chaney guy. That he's the guy. When you've gone over the running back position, you've been more of the approach, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I've taken it as, and we got 3 talented backs. We need to utilize them based on what they do well and let them complement each other. And so looking at the running back position with Cam Harris, who's been the starter the last 2 years, Donald Chaney, Jaylan Knighton, how would you utilize those 3 guys to their best abilities?
Okay. I don't know if I was able to let you know this, but Donald Chaney did suffer a shoulder injury in practice, so he's going to have surgery. He's out for 3 to 4 months with the shoulder injury. So coming into the first game, I think his snaps will be affected based on that a little bit. That's just my opinion. Now, we're still some ways away. Three months away from that is late July. 1 more month would be early August. So, yeah, I still think if he's just fresh out there, I think with a game like that, it'll be very limited. All right. So here's how I'm thinking. And this is if we went by the breakdown of 23 as our starter, for example. 23 is our starter. Chaney's backing him up. Knighton's on the third team. And then Thad Franklin and Brown are battling it out for 4th back. Okay. So in my opinion, when you watch most games, people have anywhere from like 23 to 35 rushes. Okay, rushing attempts. Not just saying, and I mean like calling a run call is about 23 to 35, depending on what brand of ball, what type of game, weather, all these different impacts. Is the offensive line winning at the point of attack? Are we climbing? Do you actually list ace jets and stuff like that? Is that still a rush? Or are we attacking the outsides? Are we running at people? There's different brands of how you use the running game, okay? Sorry, no. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, man. We're giving great knowledge out here today. Y'all go ahead and hit the like button, okay?
And before you continue, wholesome one, I think this is the comment of the day that's thus far, there with Rod Favre, basically saying he can feel him getting smarter just listening to you.
Thank you, man. God bless you. I appreciate that. That's a great. I love that compliment. Thank you. Do a lot of reading, do a lot of film studying. So I just like to talk, and I get a chance to do it on MarkRogersTV. So and it's about my game, so it's actually a lot of fun, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So the way I look at it, and Mark, you know where I come from. Yes, from Miami-Dade County, but you also know where I work. So if you were to ever watch that brand of ball, you would understand why I feel the way that I do. Because we have about 6 backs with a minimum of about 3 carries a game. Okay, so that's where I got this mindset of being able to. It's more about who the hot hand is in the game. Now, I understand we watched film last year. You see Donald Chaney Jr. He gets that ball, Mark. He was fighting and ripping through people and running people over. I get that. And that's never been my gripe. It's not about a Cam versus a Donald Chaney. It's not about Knighton versus Donald Chaney. I just think that having one guy get beat up for 20 carries and then everybody else gets 3 or 4, in my opinion, unless that guy is the dude, he's going nuts. He's getting like seven carries per, and even then you want to be able to have him hop off and bring the guy on. So let's go on a drive for you, okay? So they kick off the ball. We get it on the 25, right? First run opportunity. We get Cam up the middle for about 3 yards here. That's usually kind of how it was. It was like 2.3, 3.5 on the high end of his carries per. So Cam is out there for the first play. We pass, we get a couple yards, we run a stretch play, he gets the first down. The minute he gets that first down, I would love for, hey, Chaney, get ready. So Chaney's standing next to the running back coach with his helmet on ready to go. We get another one, we get a quick play action. maybe let's say an RPO, for example. We get an RPO where we can hand it up the middle to Cam like we did on a previous first down, which that middle linebacker is waiting for us to do because that's what the heck we did. Okay, we would run on every freaking first down. Get an RPO, let's say, for example, De'Aaron King pulls it, he hits the slot. Now, Cam still ran through that, so a little, not necessarily huffing and puffing, but he got a little, you see him a little up in the shoulders. Okay, cool. Get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's say we got 5 yards on that. It's 2nd and 5. We get Cam up the gut. Now Cam gets stalemated at the LOS. Chaney get in the game. Cam gets up. He trots to the sideline, getting him some water. Hey, now we're discussing things on the sideline. What's going on? Are they slamming? Where are they hitting you at? What's the conversation going on between him and the linebacker? Have you seen any blitzes? Let me know. Chaney gets in the game. We give Chaney one of those nice, beautiful plays that they magically make up for the young backs, where you got a orbit behind the QB. We get Chaney on a simple dive. He breaks for like 8. Boom. So now it's 2nd and 2. We hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Now we get Chaney right up the gut. He gets the first down. So now he's already had 2 carries. Get another one. Now he breaks for 10. So he's also running. You can see he has the hot hand. But you got to keep in mind his stamina. Okay, bomb, no problem. We get up, and we're on the plus side of the 50. This is where we want to kind of change the game plan because we've been running at them. We've been RPOing them. So what I would do for my situation, I'm getting Chaney out and bringing Knighton on. So now I'm going to go 2-by-2 with Chaney in the backfield next to my QB. And I'm going to give him a screen. I'm going to give him a wheel route, something where we can have him in open space. Let's say, for example, 2-by-2. So I got my slot on a slant. I got my X on a slant, and I want him to come on a wheel. We're in man coverage, so I got a linebacker on Knighton in open space, right? So we pump the slant, get that linebacker to hesitate a little bit. We hit Chaney down the sideline for a wheel. Now, let's say he gets tackled at the 10-yard line. I'm going back to Chaney, not Cam, because I see Chaney is playing a little. He has a little bit more of that hot hand. So Knighton is like, Coach, come on, man, keep me in the game. I just got a big. Hey, listen, some method to the madness. I got you. We get Chaney right up the gut. Let's say Chaney gets us 3. So now it's 2nd and goal. Give Chaney again, and Chaney scores a touchdown. All right. Now, I just gave you 15 different carries divvied up between 3 people on an opening drive, where I use them all in different scenarios, okay, where you have some dive, you have some RPOs, you have some H-jets, you have some wheel routes where you're using people in open space. And I'm not saying that all of them have to be like Knighton's only the open space guy. Cam could do the same thing. He showed you versus Louisville. He took a wheel route to the crib, 80 yards versus Louisville. Chaney could do the exact same thing. So in my way of breaking that down, I'm just saying there's a way that you can use all of our plays in different scenarios, as opposed to on those 15 carries, we got Cam in the game because Cam started. Cam gets 10 of those carries. He's still on the field that entire drive. We get to the red zone, and now you want to substitute. I don't think that's smart. And also, Mark, Miami, we're an up-tempo team. So we're going to drain the stamina of one guy for 90% of the carries while going up-tempo, and then wonder why everybody doesn't have the same burst or speed. So, like I said, I'm a very open-minded person. I love to hear other people's opinions, but that's why I feel the way that I do. But one, I've seen it, I've played in it, we use multiple backs, and it works out well. Everybody gets to touch the ball. Everybody gets to be used. And you also got to know your personnel, Mark. If we got 3 balanced guys, which I say Knighton is a little bit more of the scat of everybody, but he's still balanced. Chaney can do either one. And Cam is the most balanced, where he can give you some run, he can give you some pass, he can give you some run blocking, give you some pass blocking. Mark, I've even said, let's go split back. You know, we got one who's, even though they're listed as a halfback because they're next to the QB, okay, you can motion Cam up to an H-back and have him wham block on a backside defensive end. And it's Chaney can do the same thing in so many ways. And I know, man, there's so many people who studied this game and know way more than me about running back, all right, who may even have some of everything of what I just said planted in what they would want to do, okay? But it's rumored, Mark, that we played last season with under 20% of the Rhett Lashley playbook. Rumored
20.
that under 20% was used. Rumored we only used about 17 to 18% of the playbook. That's from what I've been hearing, conversation that I had. Dude, I mean, it's COVID, it's Zoom. And we saw so many wrinkles with N'Kosi Perry in the game versus Oak State, stuff that I hadn't even seen us call. Okay, so, Matt, listen. Opinions are great. People have great. Cam has a really good. I'm talking about Cam Underwood. Cam has his view as to why that he wants the running back team to go because he sees Don Chaney out there balling. It's not my place to tell that man he's wrong for how he feels, but in my opinion, I think there's different ways that we can use our backs to keep everybody healthy, keep everybody fresh, and using our players, man. That's just it. That's how I look at it.